Temptation Island recap: Kaci and Evan are already on the rocks. Not single, but ready to mingle? After having watched the videos of their significant others on their first dates and realizing how real the temptation has become, the couples were ready to see what else might be out there on the Tuesday, January 29th, episode of Temptation Island. But will knowing what their partners said behind their backs drive them to risk it all? Now that the time for the second dates of the season arrived, they did it a little differently. The couples each chose which single they wanted to get to know better separately from their partners, which meant that they had no idea who their boyfriend or girlfriend would be seeing in the week to come. The women went horseback riding while the men went zip lining. And since the ice had been broken with that first date last week, everyone had loosened up a lot. Some of them were even talking about what their futures might look like if they were with other people. Kaci was pretty shaken by hearing Evan talk about being open to meeting someone on the island, and she opened up about it on her date with Justin, even admitting to him that Evan had cheated on her in the past. "My date with Justin actually taught me a lot, and it just really opened my eyes that if Evan does blindside me at the end of this, that I really need to move on and cut that out of my life," Kaci said. "It's not what I deserve. A talent show in the mystery. When in paradise and show off your skills." After the women got back from their dates, they decided they wanted to put on their pajamas and have a talent show. It led to a sweet moment between Nicole and Jack after she was moved by a poem that he wrote to the women. It made her realize that things might not be as good in her relationship with Carl as she thought. "I'm realizing that Carl and I haven't opened up as deeply as I thought in our relationship, and being able to open up and be vulnerable with somebody I just met, it's a whole new perspective to me on our relationship and what I really need to be striving for," she said. At the men's quarters, Javen was hard at work solving a mystery. After he came home to find multiple kiss marks on his mirror, he went around collecting lipstick samples from all of the women, determined to find out who was behind it. "When I find out who did this, I will prosecute them to the fullest extent of my law," Javen joked. Meanwhile, Evan and Morgan sat down to discuss their date they had. Although it started out as Evan trying to make amends for their earlier drama, they actually realized they had a pretty strong connection after spending more time together. "I did not think this was gonna happen like this," Evan said in his confessional. "I'd be lying if I said I'm not going to explore whatever she's got." Being that both halves of the couples had gotten closer to the singles in their houses this week, it's no surprise that the clips that were shown hit a little harder. Javen got to see Shari's tears over the clips she saw of his first date, and Evan was thrown for a loop when he saw Kaci open up to Justin about her doubts in their relationship. "I'm not a cheater anymore, man. And that hurts," Evan said. Temptation Island airs on USA Tuesdays at 10 p.m. ET.